you got consecutive clean sheets against Kichi and Lehman previously. And what's in your mind when your team consider a penalty in the game you played so well against Lehman? Like as a goalkeeper myself, when I'm having a really good game, and then I consider a penalty for my team, it will be quite depressing, right? So how do you cope with that pressure and give your best shot to make sure you can still keep your clean sheets?
Okay, so we have different perception here because I love those moments.
Oh, really?
I love those moments.
Okay.
I don't feel any pressure.
Really?
I don't feel any pressure when I play football.
Okay.
Football is my passion. I love to play football. That I play football for those moments when I need to challenge myself.
Okay.
And it's a challenge. And I don't really. What do you love to do apart of football? Do you have any hobbies that you really feel great when you do that?
Like listen to music or playing with video games? Yeah.
Playing the video games or listen to music.
Yeah.
When you're listening to music, do you feel any pressure?
Nope.
You feel pleasure, right?
Yeah.
So that's what I feel when I go to the pitch. That's what I feel when it's a tough moment, tough game. And then in 0-0 you have a penalty.
Yeah.
And then you need to face the striker.
Right.
And I know that I'll be a hero in 2 minutes. I know that I'll save him. And he feels the pressure, not me. He feels the pressure. Because if he doesn't score, he will feel that he failed.
Sure.
So I love those moments. I love those because that's those mental things, mental games. I absolutely love it, and that gives you those emotions. That's basically why you play football. Why you play football. That's. I love this part of the game. I love those tough moments, and yeah, I'm just waiting for the weekend to go there and to feel those emotions, to feel that adrenaline. For me, it's always more interesting to have those moments rather than just to play so-called easy games where nothing is going on. Basically, I prefer those games.
Great insight. Great insight. That's the difference between a professional and recreational player. We know, just now you have mentioned that you have produced your own gloves, which is called the Original Rebel. So, is there any special meaning about the name, and why do you want to have your own brand of gloves instead of using those gloves which is from the existing brands?
Okay, so naming first.
Yeah.
About the naming first. As you can hear,
Yeah.
I have this rebellious character.
Right.
I like to make those unconventional decisions, which, in my opinion, helps in professional sports, in professional football in particular. And Thor also is the peak of the hill. And if you can see, our logo is an arrow.
Yeah.
Arrow that is going up. Which means that you always need to try to go up.
Right.
You always need to try to go and reach the stars. Because who if not you? We also have one of our mottos. Like, who if not you?
Right.
We have it here on our gloves.
Yeah.
So I think many people they think that football stars or football stars, they're somewhere there. They just live in another planet, and I cannot be that great football player. But actually, if you think about it, all of those players that you admire, they were in your current position. They were dreaming about being a football star, right? No one was born as a Messi. Yeah, Messi also was a kid. He was dreaming about a big career watching Ronaldinho, for example, right? And if Messi would think that, I couldn't be there, he would never become a Messi, right?
Right.
So I think you always need to aim high. You always need to try to be the best player in the world. You always try to dream about Champions League, World Cup. and try. If you don't try, you never know if you could make it or not. So that's why we have an arrow that's going up.
Yeah.
Again, Tor means the peak of the hill, so we are always trying to go as high as we can.
Okay.
And then the original Rebel, it's about the character, which I think in a professional sport is very, very important.
Sure. So we also know you have like 3 different cuts of the gloves. So I believe the one you always use is the cut 1.
Yeah.
Yeah. So is it your favorite cut? Or?
That's my favorite cut.
Yeah.
That's my favorite cut. That's the cut that I prefer.
Yeah.
And it suits me perfectly.
Yeah.
We also have negative cuts.
Yeah, negative cuts.
And we also have flat palm.
Yeah.
Those 3 cuts, that's something we start with.
Yeah.
In future, we see maybe we will add some more cuts.
Right.
We start with these 3. We see how it goes. We want to get the feedback from our customers.
Yeah.
And then we see how it goes. Another thing, answering to your question, why did I decide to start a goalkeeper gloves brand? I have my football school in Hong Kong.
Right.
I live here for the last 5 years. You're a goalkeeper yourself, and you should know that there is a problem here. Where to buy good goalkeeper gloves?
Right.
Not paying a fortune. Right.
Exactly.
Basically, you have 2 options here.
Yeah.
First, to order from overseas.
Yeah.
And to pay quite a lot for brand naming, right?
Yeah.
Rather than quality of the glove itself, rather than for grip.
Yeah.
Plus pay for shipment, which is quite expensive. Yeah, because you usually order from UK or US, and it's quite pricey, right?
Yeah.
The second option is to go to Mongkok and to buy some bad gloves, very cheap.
Yeah.
It lasts for a few weeks, and then again you need to ask yourself, okay, where can I buy gloves? Yeah.
Right.
So I have around 60 goalkeepers I work with. So all of their parents, they were asking me, where can we buy gloves? And then I was like, actually, no one offers here in Hong Kong decent grip, decent quality of the glove itself, decent cut, and reasonable price.
Right.
Where people don't need to spend money for shipment, when people don't need to wait for a week for their parcel, where they can buy it right here, right now, and be very happy with the quality. So I just saw that niche, which is empty in my opinion, and that's why I decided to make it. Again, I had this idea 6, 7, 8 years before, but I've never seen a proper place. Here, I think it's a good place to do. It's a good place to do. That's why I decided to start, and it took me around 2 years to find a proper manufacturer to develop everything to the level that I was like, okay, that's something I can sell,
Right.
Because my character, if I do something, I need to be the best. I cannot make some
Like the halfway down.
halfway down and they say, hey guys, that's a great glove. No.
Yeah. Right.
I tested everything for around 1 year. I made quite a lot of changes, and then only when I was happy about the result, when I knew that okay, I'll play in this glove myself and I'll be very happy about it, then we launched the brand.
Okay, I see. Who is the toughest opponent you have ever faced in Hong Kong? And is there anyone give you an impression that it's really hard to beat him? And do you hang out with Sergei Shapovalov from Lehman, who is also a Ukrainian?
With Sergei, we always speak after the matches. He's a great guy. He's a great guy. I think he's a great player. So yeah, I'm lucky for him that he met me with that penalty.
Yeah.
That's part of the game. The toughest opponent. Again, I don't think this way. I don't think this way. I focus on my game.
Right.
I know that if I'll play well, it doesn't really matter for me who's in front of me. Obviously, I prepare for matches.
Right.
Obviously, I know who are we playing against. Obviously, I know which is the strong foot of this particular striker or winger. So I know those details, but in general, I don't really concentrate on their performance. I know that if I'll do everything properly, if I'll make good decisions, if I'll be in a proper position in this particular game situation, and then if I'll be focused and calm and confident, I'll just play a great match regardless who's in front of me. Another thing, obviously, it's interesting to challenge yourself playing versus strikers like Dejan Damjanovic or Lucas or Sandro or Bleda. But again, it's just interesting, but I don't really pay attention to those things when I'm on the pitch. I focus on my job. I'm focused on what I need to do. That's what I'm thinking about.
No wonder you perform so well. As you just mentioned, you have got a bachelor degree from the University of Kiev, I believe.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So, which is related to football coaching as well. Yeah. How different are the application and the knowledge level of sports science in Hong Kong comparing to other places like in Ukraine or other places?
It is different. Yeah. It is different. I think it's just normal because again, as I said, different culture, different type of knowledge. I couldn't say that somewhere is better, somewhere is worse. It's just different, which in my opinion is very good. Because if you try to get the knowledge from different places, from Europe, from Asia, from America maybe, you just you have more knowledge, so you become better, you gain some new skills, you gain some new things, and I think that's a very important part of the life to improve yourself every day. I think it's I'm trivializing now. I think it's very obvious things, but that's how it works. That's how it works. So yeah, it's different, but in my opinion, it's very good. It's different. It would be boring if everyone would be the same. And,
you don't want them to be like a robot, right?
Definitely.
Just now you have mentioned you have a football school.
Yeah.
So do you have any like concepts behind the football school, and do you have any like age limit, or you take any kind of applicants to be your students?
Okay, so in terms of age, for our teams, obviously, because we participate in Hong Kong FA Jockey Club Youth League. So obviously there are age limits because you need to register your team in a particular age group. But for private classes, there is no any age limit. Basically, everyone who wants to improve, everyone who wants to work hard, I'm open to work. At the moment, it's pretty tough to get to my trainings because I have more people who wants to work with me. That's my free time. So I have a wait list right now. I don't work with players who just not focused. I don't work with players where parents are more interested than kids themselves. So that's the first thing I say to parents, that we do the first session and then I see the attitude of the player, and if I see that he's keen, if I see that he's ready to work hard, because you need to work hard with me.
Definitely.
I'm quite tough. If player thinks he can cope with me and my character, then we can cooperate. Because my only target is players development, players improvement. And everyone who works with me, they start to progress very fast. Quite a lot of cases where players start to work with me and move to the national team. Some of players, for example, I have a goalkeeper. He came to me 2 years ago as a striker. He played a striker. then he decided to switch to the goalkeeper.
Really?
Yeah, so after 2 years, right now he moved to Germany, Energia Cottbus Academy, which is a second Bundesliga team. They have a great academy and he has a good prospect. So yeah, so those who want to work, those who are not afraid of hard work, they will definitely benefit. Otherwise, I don't waste my time for people who just mess around.
Sure. As you have mentioned, you have already stayed in Hong Kong for 5 years. So, will you consider to become like or represent Hong Kong team, Hong Kong national team one day?
Look, I feel great here. Definitely, I see myself in Hong Kong in the future. I want to stay here, definitely after 7 years. Yes, for sure. In terms of the national team, I focus on my performance. I know that I need to play well. I know that every game that I play, I need to be the best on the pitch. I need to make proper decisions. I need to win points for my team. That's my target. If the coaches of the national team will think that I can help, great. I'm very open because, as I said, I really love this place. I consider Hong Kong as my home, and I'm very grateful. I met so many great people here, many helpful, kind people, which I really appreciate because it's quite rare in modern world. It's quite rare. So I appreciate Hong Kong. I love this place, and I see myself here in the future, definitely.
So I can foresee we can see you for quite a long time, even after you retire here.
I hope so. I hope so.
Cool. Do you have any advice for kids or even like people in my age, like who wants to become a pro or just simply wants to improve themselves? Do you have any advice for them?
Okay, I think I'll not say anything new here, that's for sure. I think what I'll say, all of you that you've heard it for many times, but you need to work. You need to work. There's no miracles in life, and it's not going to happen that one day you wake up and then suddenly become a great player if you don't apply work to it. You need to work. You need to work smartly. You need to have someone who will guide you, because from what I can see in Hong Kong as well, sometimes people misunderstand work hard. Work hard, yeah. You can run 100 kilometers if you have any hard work as well, but what's the point? You need to have someone who will guide you. You need to have someone who will explain you things. You need to have someone who will make a plan for you. And as soon as you know what do I need to work on, how do I need to work on it, what do I need to improve, you just apply as much as you can. You just start to work. Another thing you need to understand that those team trainings that you have, it's not enough. If you want to achieve something more, you just need to work additionally. And then yeah, you have all the environments here in Hong Kong, because you have quite a lot of places where you can go practicing yourself on your own. You have a lot of playgrounds, you have a lot of football pitches, hard courts, basketball courts that you can use in your training. So that's no excuses. No excuses. If you really want to achieve something, you will get there, definitely. If you don't really want, you will find 100 excuses and you will do nothing, and then you will just say, the weather was good. So it's all about commitment, it's all about work, nothing else. There is no miracle. No miracle.
Last question. So, do you have any targets for yourself for the remaining season or even upcoming Premier League season?
Definitely I have my targets. I have my targets because I consider this period of time and this season as the beginning for myself. Because after that break, I'm coming back to the game, and I know that I came back stronger than I was before. Definitely. I know that I want to play at least 10 more years. I know myself. I treat my body professionally. I treat football professionally. Therefore, I know that I'll be in a good shape for quite a long time. Therefore, I have targets. I'm aiming very high. I'll not pronounce any of those because that what happens in my life as soon as I say something to someone. It's never gonna happen. I have my targets. I just go there step by step. I'm pretty happy with what I'm doing right now. I'm pretty happy with the results that I have now. But it's just the beginning for me. It's just the beginning.
Good luck on your progress and the remaining of the season. And thanks for becoming our guest today. It's really our honor to have you here.
My pleasure, guys.
所以咧，記得咧，如果有興趣去參與奧利斯嘅訓練課程咧，就可以去參考下佢嘅足球學校嘅網頁啦。又或者如果想買佢嘅手套嘅話咧，都可以去睇下佢哋嘅 Original Rebel 嘅 Instagram page 嘅。如果中意呢條片嘅話，就記得 like 呢條片啦 ，subscribe 我哋嘅 channel， 同埋記得 subscribe 埋奧利斯嘅 Instagram 同埋佢哋嘅 channel 啊。我哋下條片再見，拜拜。